Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 39 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today we're here at Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina for the running of the Drydenny 400. The second race of the round of 20 here in the first round of the playoffs in Season 39. On the pole will be the 17 of Christian Russell. He won last weekend's race at Darlington to lock himself into the next round. He was actually the only non-playoff driver to have not won a race this season. I'm sorry, the only playoff driver, I should say, to have not won a race this season. But he got the win at Darlington, so he's in the next round. The underdog makes his way to round 2 with the win last weekend. So every playoff driver, so the champion this season will have at least one win in the Cup Series Season 39, and every playoff driver has at least one win this season, all thanks to Christian Russell getting the job done, finally getting the win after being so close many times last weekend at Darlington. So Christian Russell's in the next round. He looks to go for 2 here at North Carolina on the pole. Alongside him will be the 48 of Grayson Acevedo. And then row 2 we will have Alexander Rowe and Dylan Kroom. Row 3 has Isaiah Bernesh and JD Figueroa. In row 4 is Christian Vargas and Clark McKee. Then we got Priya McShane and Katie Lynn Bexford in row 5. Row 6 will consist of Max Bailey and Igor Barreto. Row 7 with Cassandra Kirker and Anthony Then. Row 8 is Eli Bright and Johnny Gardner. And row 9 has Alex Hawkins and Shane Golodex. And the last 2 drivers in the starting lineup in the playoffs, Maxwell Smart and Chris Leone. We got 2 more special guest drivers here in today's race, and we'll go through them. The 31, Nathan Alvarez, is returning to the Cup Series for a couple races. He'll be running 31 here today at North Carolina. And Kermika Jazin makes her return to the Cup Series as well in that 39 Longboard Bros Gaming machine. So now let's go trackside for the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
Cars roll off the track, so here we go. It's about to roll off. Pace car gonna come down to pit road right now. And we're about to have 40 laps here at North Carolina Speedway. And here we go. Christian Russell leads us to the green flag at North Carolina. And here we go back to the green flag at the Rock. We're underway. Already trouble early on for Katie Lynn Bexford. She goes up into the wall. 3 wide now, and they're making contact. And Bexford stuck up high. Oh, getting right in front of Shane Golodex at the start. And she's not having a great start to the playoffs right now. And Alexander Rowe just took the lead. He just took it away from the 17. And we're still green. Thought we were under caution for a second. There were a lot of shoveling around early on in this race, and the 24 was up in the wall to start off, and she was able to make it through. Alexander Rowe takes the race lead already. 43 car just took the lead, and he's got to run up high. He's going to the high lane, and he's got a better run on the high corner. Now a battle for second with Clark McKee and JD Figueroa. Is he going to get the second spot? He will get the second spot. Clark McKee now trying to catch the 43. Third place is now Priya McShane, and she moves up into the top 3 now. And there you see these two, Katie Lynn Bexford, Shane Golodex. Saw them in the first lap of the race. They were up in the wall and almost nearly wrecked each other, believe it or not. And the battle for, and this is 4th now, Max Bailey's in 4th place. Clark McKee takes into the second spot now as he's trying to gain up on the 43 car. Max Bailey goes into third place. He's trying to get third from Priya McShane. Into the corner now. 12 car right now has the better line, but will the 42 be able to complete the pass? Looks like that 42 makes the pass for third, and Max Bailey is going up to third spot now. Look at that, 96 closing in on the 43. We'll see if he can make a move on Rowe. And here we go. This might be a battle for the lead right here as the 96 Clark McKee looks low. He's trying to get the spot away from Rowe as a spot in the next round is on the line. And so one of these drivers could be joining Christian Russell into the next round. And Russell's right now currently running in the 6th spot. Oh boy, look at that 96 right on that bumper of the 43. He might try to make a move. 43 trying to block him on the bottom. 96 trying to get him tight, and now there's an opening for the 96 to take. See if Clark McKee can get the pass. And he will. He gets there. He makes it work. 96 leads. And Clark McKee tries to clear the 43 right now. Look at that 43 fighting back up high. But the 96 gonna outbrake him in turn 3. And Max Bailey's coming. He just took second away just like that. Look at them. Priya McShane is also coming in as well. Now we have a fight for the lead. And McShane just took third from Rowe. Goes to show how much things can change in just one lap. This race so far very exciting. Max Bailey on the bottom of the 96 trying to loosen up the 96 car almost to what the 96 did to the 43. That 96 though blocks him. Nice block there. Still a tight battle for the lead right in the top 4. As you see Max Bailey just took second away. And now he's trying to get the lead. Each driver, believe it or not, has one win this season, and including Priya McShane and Rowe as well, and Anthony then all the top 5. This will be the second time they would win if one of them does, and more importantly, that would move them into the next round along with Christian Russell. Nikki Maxwell with some issues already in the 19 car. She's dropped to last now. She's in the 42nd spot, not having a good run. And there you see Katie Lynn Bexford. She's the lowest of the playoff drivers right now. Not running pretty good right now after that disastrous start up in the wall. And now she's the lowest of the playoff drivers. But Clark McKee, Max Bailey, all eyes are on them as they're battling for the lead. 42 trying to go low. Trying to bump the 96 out of the way. Right on the bumper of that 96, but Clark McKee trying to block. Trying his best to block that 42 from making the move. 42 sticking with him right now. He might have a chance on the bottom. 96 still blocking the bottom lane. Let's see if 42 can get it opening here. Look at Priya McShane gain ground on the 2. Priya McShane is gaining ground on these 2 drivers in front of her. Maybe she could make a move. 96 still blocking the 42 and trying to get a little bit of leg room now. And that 96 though, what a great way to pull away now. My goodness, 96 barely escapes from the 42's wrath, but that 42 might be coming quick. Here he comes again. Getting real close now. See if the 42 can make a pass right here in turn 1 and 2. Not quite there yet. 96 though with a better exit in turn 2 right now. 42 though didn't really miss a beat. He's right behind the 96, still trying to make that move. That 42 gained ground a little bit in turns 3 and 4. Almost dead even with the 2. And now the 42 trying to get the 96. There they go again, locking bumpers. 42 still trying to make the move. And now the 96 tries to block him again. He's done really well blocking that 42. He's still leading the race. That 42, though, is real strong in turns 3 and 4. But he just can't quite get that move in turns 1 and 2. That's the one thing that he's had an issue with. And now let's see if the 42 can gain him in this bottom lane. Might have an opening here. Oh, not quite there just yet. 96, what an impressive, wow, very impressive blocking there for the 96 team. That 42 has been gaining on it. It's been on his back. He's been on his back. And John Gilbert, what an impressive run for a non-playoff driver, now in the top 5. Very impressive for a non-playoff driver to be in the top 5 now. Oh, 3-wide battle. Look at this, Maxwell, Bexford, and Jonathan Fast in the 95. And there's a wreck ahead of them. Oh no, Dylan Kroom is involved. Halfway through the race, we have our first caution. Cassidy Reynolds, Johnny Gardner, Dylan Kroom involved. Oh no, Anthony Then was hit. Anthony Then was just hit. Oh boy, this is why we're under caution right now. Anthony Then got hit by the 27 Ember Ross. And he went around, and then moments later, a tight battle. The 20 car made contact with the 37 right here. And that's where the wreck came from. And that's why we're under caution. Big crash with Giovanni Castillo and Cassidy Reynolds involved. And I don't know if Johnny Gardner got some damage actually. He just barely avoided it. Caution's out at a halfway point now. And we'll see what happens with pit strategy. If they're going to be going to pit road here, right now. Clark McKee, he's thankful to have stayed as the leader, and Max Bailey was just right behind him, ready to make a move, and not sure why they're not letting. Oh, never mind. Oh wait, they're going to come to pit road here under caution, and they will come to pit road under caution. They almost hit that 37 right there. I thought for a second the leader was going to hit that 37 car. It looks like that 19 stays out. How about that? The 19 stayed out. Might have been that early pit stop she took before everybody else that she's trying to compete in. Shane Golodex, major damage. So did Giovanni Castillo and Dylan Kroom. All with major damage now from that caution. And now we go to pit road. Let's see who's out first. It looks like it is the 96 with maybe not so much adjustments. His car is just good the way it is, so I guess he didn't really need to make any sort of adjustments to his car. And Chen Z is the next one to come out. He also didn't really make a lot of adjustments out of pit road. Looks like Max will have to come to pit road after all, so that means that Clark McKee will cycle around as the leader again. And Chen Z just moved up to second place. That 00, I don't know if he's going to make it on the pit road. He's stuck in there. That's Shane Golodex, one of the playoff drivers, and he's having some trouble getting on the pit road. It looks like his engine might have stopped. Yeah, his engine might have stopped, so that's it for him. His race is over. And that takes a big hit in his chances to advance to the next round. So, not what the 00 needed to advance to the next round. They're in trouble of being eliminated with that finish. Right now, Vargas, Bernesh, Golodex, and McShane are both in the bottom 4 in the playoff points. And Golodex just took a big hit, and I think at this point, he might need to win to get into the next round. Golodex might need to win next weekend's race in order to get in the next round. The other 3 drivers, again, in the bottom 4 are Bernesh, Vargas, and McShane. And McShane's doing pretty well, though. She's running 4th. So if she gets a good finish out of this, she might be out of the bottom 4 and might still have a chance to make it to the next round on points. Right now, Clark McKee is your leader in North Carolina. He still leads. He's got Chen Zi right behind him. The defending champion has yet to win in season 39, believe it or not. We'll see if this will be the day he finally gets back to victory lane. The first time since winning the championship last season. And Clark McKee, though, he's trying to win and get into the round 2 along with Christian Russell. In that 17, Russell's the only driver so far in round 2 with the win last weekend at Darlington, and now this weekend we'll see what happens. Here we go to the green. A much needed good start for the 96 team, and look at the 52 trying to take the lead. That 52 is up to second. Max Bailey not far behind. He made some adjustments and now he's going for that win. Oh, look at Ember Ross out of nowhere just taking second away. And the 96 very slow. And now there's trouble on pit road. Wow, 96 just had to come to pit road again and now cars are going on into the grass. I'm not sure what that was all about. I don't know what that was all about. That 96... I guess his tire went down. The moment he took the green flag, I think a tire went down. I don't think he changed tires during that last pit stop. Wow, that must have hurt. Wow. Guess going with no changes might have not worked out for the 96 in his favor after all. What a bad move there. I mean, what was he thinking? He was trying to get that lead. He was trying to keep the lead as much as possible, but wow. That's a pretty interesting strategy there. And after all that, Max Bailey's your new leader. The 42 finally takes the lead. He's been waiting so long to take the lead again at this track. He was right behind the 96 most of the day. Still was struggling to make that pass. And turns out he didn't need to. He's got fresher tires on. And he's pulling away. Max Bailey trying to score his second win this season, and trying to get himself into round 2. And Ember Ross in second place. The rookie is making a big splash here in this race. The 27 is making a huge splash in this race in the second spot. She might try to take a win away from a playoff driver. And after all that, there was no caution. They stay green. We continue to race under green. Alexander Rowe is in third now. He's gained up to third spot. Got those big playoff points he could use to get himself in the next round. Cassandra Kirker, another playoff driver, trying to get in the top 5, trying to score some big points to get her into the next round. Might be some lap traffic ahead. Igor Barreto, 34. They might be approaching him. And look at Ember Ross just gained ground that 42. She might try to go for that lead. She's looking low, trying to get down to the braking zone right here. 42 gets a better run up high. Lap traffic ahead, though. We'll see if Igor Barreto is going to get out of the way of these leaders. Ember Ross, she was coming close. She was coming in quick. She's only got 10 laps to make that move for the lead. And maybe for the win. Pretty exciting race at the very end here in North Carolina Speedway, The Rock. And things are going pretty smoothly for Max Bailey so far. He's got to hold on over Ember Ross behind him, though. And he is going to win and make it to round 2 if he can hang on. Clark McKee, I don't know what strategy was he on all the time, but he's dropped way down to 31st. I don't know, I guess it was a desperate strategy just to get him into the next round but with the win, but it didn't pay off. It didn't pay off. And McKee now, instead of possibly getting himself into the next round on the win, he'll have to try to get as much points next weekend in order to get into round 2. 8 laps to go, and I'm not sure if they're going to catch that 2 car and the lap traffic from the looks of it. But Max Bailey's hoping for clean air for the rest of the race to get himself in the next round and hold off the pack for the win. Sure looking like it's going to be a good season for that 42 team. Going to possibly make it to the next round if they hang on to win here in this race. And look for them to go even farther than round 1. I mean, even round 2. Even farther than round 2. Has this been an up and down season so far. And Alexander Rowe and the next other playoff driver running 3rd. Cassandra Kirker runs 5th. She's trying to get 4th from Sebastian Kukulon, but Kukulon's not letting her have it. Oh man, they're making some contact behind. That A car trying to get that 4th spot, desperately trying to get that 4th spot. Trying to get a little bit more points to have her advance into round 2. Just 5 laps remain for the 42 Max Bailey. Trying to hold off Ember Ross to win here at the Rock. Hoping that we don't get another caution throughout this entire race. Because the last time we had a restart, we all know how that turned out. That restart came down to the wire. Look at them bunched up together, battling for 4th spot. Someone's got to have to make a move. The 8 car just can't quite get that 1 out of the way to get those points. That's going to be a tie battle for 4th place, all going on in this roller coaster of a ride here. We got 4 to go. Still 4 laps remain for these guys to make moves on each other. Oh, that didn't even sound right. I'm sorry. To make moves against another position. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's much better. So now they're all getting close. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a good finish to the end. 3 laps to go at Rockingham, and Max Bailey, so far he stayed level with Ember Ross and is running pretty smoothly. And Ross is not really gaining a lot on the 42 yet. And that's good news for Max Bailey. If he can hang on to win, he's in good shape to make it to round 2. We've seen some crazy finishes and results out of this one, so what will we see today? 2 laps to go at Rockingham, and Alexander Rowe's right behind Ember Ross, believe it or not, for 2nd place now. Top 2 could be playoff drivers unless if Ross hangs on to the position. And there you see Priya McShane just gained ground on a position now, but coming to the white flag next time by with 1 lap to go for Max Bailey. Can he hang on for the win? We're about to find out. What a way to get his 2nd win of the season, the 2nd of his career also. This guy's on the rise. Max Bailey, he's showing what he's got in the Cup Series, and now he's going to move on to the next round of the playoffs. Here he comes off the final turn, and Max Bailey is going to win the Drydenny 400 at North Carolina Speedway in Rockingham and collect his 2nd win of the season, and he will advance over to the next round of the playoffs. Look at that. Maxwell Smart got into the grass on the final lap. Must have been some commotion at the very end of the race. There's the rest of the pack. And there's the winner right here, Max Bailey. A full 2nd margin of victory for the 42 team. This team was just on fire here this weekend. And look at that. Exactly 1 second. The final margin of victory between him and the runner-up car, which was Ember Ross here at Rockingham. A full 2nd exactly. That was the margin of victory for the 42 car here in today's race. And so he's going to be in round 2 of the playoffs with Christian Russell with that win, the second of the season for that 42 team. And a lot of playoff drivers finishing below 35th in the results. There's Kroom, then Gardner, Golodex took big hits on the points today, and now they'll probably need a lot of points next weekend if they want to stay alive for the championship. Next weekend, it'll be the first cutoff race of the playoffs, and that'll be in Bristol. 50 laps to decide which 4 drivers will see their championship hopes come to an end. So the first round will come to an end next weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway in the short track. It's going to be all or nothing for all these drivers to make it to round 2. Max Bailey's in, and Christian Russell is in round 2 by winning those playoff races. So they don't have to worry about how they finished in Bristol next weekend to have them advance to the next round. But anyway, by a full second exactly, Max Bailey wins at Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. And we will see you guys next weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. And I'll show you the point standings of the playoffs at the end of this video. And we will see you guys later. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you at Bristol next weekend. Good night.